Now we move on to Subcon well. And pick up 3 yarn and a hook shot. You want to just head straight forward and get to these paintings. Throw the first one in. And grab this painting. There's a strat here where you can save the cutscene. Basically how it works is, depending on your draw distance in your settings, you can play the cutscene later while you're on top of the well and as you enter the well. So at a high quality you can just run straight into the well. With the standard you have to go a bit further in. So to do it, you just you wanna zoom your camera in and then get as far away as possible from the fire, and then the cutscene won't play. So I'll show it off here. So the cutscene hasn't played yet. If you miss it, the cutscene will just play. You just lose about 5 seconds or so. You want to head over to this vine here, and then you want to get up onto the yarn up there. You can do so with just a double jump and then a dive cancel. If you do some max height double jumps and then climb the wall as much as possible, you also want to cancel your dive as late as possible, and then you'll be able to climb up. So grab this yarn and then grab this yarn, and then there's 2 ways of getting up here. You can either hit this and then jump around, or you can do what's called the well dive here. You want to line up your camera with the lily pad's left part onto the well, and then as you jump, you want Hat Kid's like arms to just go over this line on the left, and then as you do it, you want to dive and then hold left or down left, and then she'll fly up, and then you'll land on top of the well. If you save the cutscene before, you want to turn your camera to look at the fireplace again, and that will activate the cutscene. Since I'm on high quality, I can do it straight from this part here, and I can just run into the well and the cutscene will play. If you're on standard, you'll have to come a bit further up here, and if you're on performance, even further out. So find out what works with your settings, and then what you want to do is turn your camera around to look at the fireplace, so a whole 180, and then you want to run into the well. And you can see the camera moves over to play the cutscene. As you enter Subcon well, you want to hold left or down left and then do a dive cancel. That way you won't land into the water. You want to do some dive boosts to this cherry over here, and then get to this dweller and break the ice and get the hook shot. You want to open the chest from above it, because from here you can just do a double jump and then a dive, and then you can get to this hook shot. If you don't do that, then you can just jump up onto the top of the chest here and just do a double jump. You want to make it up here and get that yarn, and then you want to do a sprint jump dive to that button over there. This button's a bit special. You can just jump off it or dive off it before the cutscene plays. Usually I just do a dive, and you just want to go into that general direction and back out. And you just want to make your way over to the other side with your new hook shot, and you want to pull the plug with the hook shot here. There's 2 ways of going around the well. I'll show you both ways. So after you pull the plug, you want to bounce on this twice, and then hook shot on this one here. One way is you can either go straight backwards onto this pipe, and then you want to get this hook shot here, and then come over here to this little slant. The other way, using the same hook shot, is to go to the right. So you want to let go, and then go to the right, backwards to the right, and grab this hook shot. Might be a bit tricky at first because the camera angles aren't going to show you exactly where the hook shot is. From here you just jump, do a double jump, and then dive cancel onto this part here, and you end up in the same spot. The right way is about a second faster. So then from here you want to wall climb off of this texture here onto that hookshot up there. You can do it in two ways. You can either do a double jump and wall climb off and make it. Otherwise, you can do a sprint jump as well. If you don't make it, you probably didn't wall climb enough. So if you're having trouble, then just wall climb a bit more. From here you want to get over to that pipe in the distance over there. So basically you let go at the peak of your jump, hold forward, and then do a double jump and dive cancel. You kind of want to land on the left part of this pipe, because the inside is actually hollow, you can actually go inside there. And the left part is closest. Then you finally grab a cherry, chuck it at the thing, and you're almost done. In this loading screen you want to mash your dive button. Buffer dive outside of the well. You'll be able to hear it. You hear it there. And your constructor will pop up. So what you want to do is you want to swap to your keyboard and mouse. So if you did the dive, it's pretty simple. You just hold W forward and then do a double jump. And then do a dive cancel. And then from here you can go back to hub. And it saves a few seconds of the cutscene animation. And that's well.